the Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio morning show with Rebecca Pickles and the blow-up character 12 Des Pickles. Also the station manager, Rascal the Dog, the political reporter, Scruffy the Dog, and the show producer, Izzy the Dog. nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk. Good morning, it's 9 o'clock, it's Thursday, 15th of March. Right, yes, I'm here, I'm Rebecca Pickles, and the blow-up character, 12 Des Pickles, is here as well.
Good morning.
Yes, he has 12 desks, that's why he's called 12 Des Pickles, and is a blow-up character that lives in the middle drawer, and not real. Very windy here this morning.
You're not kidding, yeah. I've just been checking our weather station, which is just up the road from us, and we have gusts of 87 miles per hour.
Ew.
And a constant wind of 61.
Oh. You don't mean your own personal wind, do you?
No, I kept off the sprouts for a while because according to yesterday's news, I wasn't allowed to eat them, so I thought, well, I better stop doing that.
Well, I found 2 extra branches of sprouts in the cupboard that were the purple sprouts from Christmas.
They did look rather nice, didn't they?
I had to throw them away, put it that way.
Oh, I was going to cook them today.
Yeah. So if you listen carefully, you might hear the wind.
Somebody's looking awfully mad at you.
Someone's looking...
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Good morning to Scruffy the Dog, black
At least
and
we got
grey.
a huge extractor fan.
Yes, Scruffy the Dog, black and grey with a beard. He's the show chef of the show. Do you want to just say good morning, Scruffy the Dog?
Yes. Good morning to me. I'll be doing my truffles later.
Yeah, will be. We've also got the station manager, the boss, Cock of the North, the white poodle, Rascal the Dog. Do you want to just say good morning, Rascal the Dog?
Good morning, Rascal the Dog.
And we have the producer, the Jack Russell, Izzy the Dog. Is she actually in here at the moment?
Yes.
Oh, she's in her bed, is she?
She is,
Yeah.
yes.
Good morning to Izzy the Dog.
Good morning, I'm Izzy the Dog.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Right, okay then. That's that lot done. Yeah, they'll be here just after 10 o'clock. Nice. Right, okay. Oh, that chocolate cake was nice last night, by the way.
It was beautiful, wasn't it? Yes.
We're trying to lose weight, so what did we do?
A chocolate cake?
We had a chocolate cake.
It's a vegetable, it's good for you.
Oh, it is a vegetable. Yes, that's true. Yes, well done. Yes, you can have points for that. Lovely. Right, the news is next. So before that, it's back to desk 3. Then, Tortoise Pickles.
Okie dokie. Right, let's have a little bit as organised as per usual. Rubber bullets. Tell us about that 10cc. Here we go.
The news with Rebecca Pickles and the blow-up character 12 Des Pickles on nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk. Thursday. Yes, 15th of March. Actually, did you not say when is the spring equinox? Was it the 20th of March coming up? I think you said a bit earlier. Oh, right. Oh, well, never mind. I'm sure you did. I'm sure that's what you actually came out with.
I can soon tell you. Just hold on 2 seconds.
Yeah, a spring
I'm
watch.
very clever. I do have things written down somewhere.
Spring watch does actually also start tonight, doesn't it, Tortoise Pickles?
I have no idea, actually. I haven't looked.
You did. You just said that you...
No, I said there was a tweet from them. I didn't say it started tonight.
Oh.
There was an actual tweet for it, but I've got a funny feeling it's just that it's people that's following spring watch, winter watch, summer watch, every other watch that's going.
Oh, well, that's a good start to the show. I've got 2 things wrong in a row.
No, yeah, you haven't. Hang on. Right, hang on. It was. Yes, you're correct. It was March the 20th.
March 20th.
Yeah, that's a March equinox.
Yes, the meteorological spring started on the 1st of March.
It did, yes. Yeah.
Yes, right.
So
News.
it's the equal day and night is on March the 20th. I knew that, really. I'm just a little bit behind once again.
Yes, never mind. Not to worry. Okay, then. Prime Minister Brexit. The White House says it stands in solidarity with its closest ally.
as it supports the decision to expel 23 Russian diplomats.
Cool.
Well, they've not pressed the button yet, have they?
Well, no. I mean, France is now sat there to England and saying, "Oh, hang on a minute, whoa. Francois is having a look at this, and he says, can you please show us where the proof is? Thank you. Now."
Yeah, and has she done it?
No, I don't.
No.
Well, can she show where the proof is?
Probably her handbag.
Possibly, yes.
Right, well, because of all this, then it's come out that the UK is to build a new chemical...
A wall?
Yeah, no, she's already started on that one. Nobody in, nobody out now, isn't it, really?
Jolly good.
I know, the UK is to build a new chemical weapon defence centre to protect itself from what it says is the growing threat from Russia and North Korea.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's going to announce a £48 million facility which will be located at the Defence Science and Technology Laboratory in Porton Down.
yeah. It's quite interesting, actually, because they're going to build a new chemical defence centre in Porton Down, which is where, of course, the traced the nerve agent used in the Russian spy attack. Now, a lot of people, whether you're a conspiracist or a person who just thinks a little bit lateral instead of logical, is sort of sat there saying, well, hang on a minute, why can't Porton Down have done this themselves and trying out new stuff to see what happens?
Yeah, well, obviously they don't want to, do they? Yeah.
No, but now they're going to get a new chemical defence centre. It's all... Yes. Like other news stories today, things are a little bit fishy.
Yeah, actually, I was just looking up whereabouts Porton Down is, and it's near Salisbury.
It certainly is. Yeah, it's only just up the road from where the event happened.
Well, it's funny because I was brought up in that area. Good morning to Bournemouth, and I've never heard of Porton Down. How strange. Isn't it weird when you've lived in an area when you were growing up and then somebody suddenly mentions an area of the town where you lived when you were growing up and you'd never heard of it?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
You always feel a bit daft, don't you?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, no, I can go dafter than that because when I lived in Brid, I was once asked where a particular avenue was. And I just sort of looked blankly at this bloke and I said, do you know what? I've never ever heard of it. And I said, I've lived here for quite a while. I said, I know Brid pretty well. I said, but I just cannot think where it is. So he said, no problem, mate. You know, he said, don't worry, I'll have another crack round. He said, if I can find it. So I know it's up in this area somewhere. I said, well, I live there. And I pointed to the house where I lived. And he said, all right. And I said, but it could be over yon side. I said, you can't go that way because there's no houses. There's only one little street there. And we both turned around at the same time, and there on the end of the street was a signpost for where he wanted.
Oh, and you've never spotted it before?
I had never ever spotted it before.
Yeah, no. I know. That used to happen to me quite a bit as well, really, yeah. Yeah. It's like us that when we lived on the Isle of Skye and then you tell people where you used to live and they say, oh, I've been there, know it well. And then they mention a place where they regularly visit on the Isle of Skye and you think, I've never heard of that.
Is that on Skye?
Yeah.
You do get it quite a lot, though. Regardless of where you live, there's always something which you're not quite sure where it is or whatever. So.
Yeah, right, yes. All right, it's good morning to the Muppet. I know, David Davis says he can live with a transition period of under 2 years for what?
Brexit.
If that helps to secure an early deal. Oh, they're still going ahead with this wretched thing, aren't they? Yeah, he says that the EU and UK will establish a joint committee during the transition period to guarantee a duty of good faith by both sides. Oh, why don't they just drop this damn thing now?
Why don't they just get on with it?
It's clearly not working. It's ridiculous.
No, just a minute. Why don't they just get on with it? Simply, just go over to France or wherever it may be where they're holding this here damn thing, sit there, take a little piece of paper on the back of a fag packet and say, oh, by the way, pal, there it is, we've left. Bye-bye, San Ferrian, adieu.
Oh, it's just getting absolutely pathetic now, isn't it, really?
Yes. They're making a complete hash of everything they do at the moment.
Yeah, well.
But bear in mind, why are you talking about that? Why are you talking about this here Russian thing? She is passing all sorts of stuff through the House of Commons.
Well, yes, you're right. Yeah, they've also demanded an end to the UK's poisonous air in a report from 4 Commons committees.
Yeah, bang goes the petrol and diesel cars.
Yes, it is. They want a new Clean Air Act. and also demanding a faster phase out of petrol and diesel cars, which at the moment is set for 2040.
Well, that's correct, yeah, and it was, I think they were talking about in the next 5 years or something like that. 4 to 5 years. I can't understand. I do not know how they're going to do this, because they're on about making a petrol car or diesel car completely illegal by 2020 on the road. How can you do that? What's going to happen with all our veteran cars and vintage cars and stuff like that? It's just not going to happen.
No, it's not. I mean, one of our cars is in the garage at the moment with its MOT.
It certainly is, yeah.
And so what will happen then to the older cars, or any of them on the road at the minute? If they're saying, right, in 5 years' time, that's it, they're banned, they're not allowed on the road, you all got to have electric cars.
Well, yeah, I mean, as you say, it's in the garage at the moment for an MOT. That it's a classic car. It's the one that's in the garage now. I mean, I was talking to the engineer yesterday, and it all appears to be everything's okay, apart from some idiots put a battery on without putting the battery holder back on it.
Oh, I wonder who that might be.
Pass. I'm not saying a word. And so, you know, it's done remarkably well. It's passed once again through its MOT, no problems. But that car cannot run on electric.
No.
It'd be impossible for it to run on electric.
It wouldn't go.
Any classic car, any car of today, the car you've got parked outside your house, unless you're idiot enough to buy an electric car, then it isn't going to run on electric. You can't suddenly find a car in a barn and say, oh, look, it's an 18-dot car sort of thing. I'm going to redo it up, I'm going to refurbish it, I'm going to get it back on the road and all this sort. Do what they call refurnish it, which is where it's completely stripped down, everything is put back again from parts. And then you sit there and get to the engine and say, yeah, but we can't put that bit in. We'll put an electric engine in. Oh, it's still going to be the same car as it was. No, it's not.
Oh. Right, so is that what they're planning on doing then? Instead of people having to go and buy brand new cars, they're going to say, well, no, you can convert the ones that you've already got.
No, they're saying you're going to have to go and buy a new car, so they're giving you what they call that lovely word called a scrappage scheme. Yeah, right too. Believe that when you see it, because it's worth nothing.
Oh dear. Oh, well then, yeah. Now, you know they were talking about doing away with 1p's and 2p's.
Yeah.
They've changed their minds.
They have, yes. I wonder why that might have been.
They've done me mother.
Yeah.
They've changed their minds. Well, I don't know. Why have they changed their minds then? What's the reason for it?
Well, basically, people like the retailers and stuff like that have sort of stood up and said, whoa, hang on a minute, you can't do that, because if you do, how are we going to give change from the 5p? Which means that we no longer can have any pricing that goes from the round pound to a pound and a 5.
Yeah.
And so forth. So you're taking half, 50% of your pricing off.
All right, well then, yeah, that's it. They've obviously agreed with you on that one because they've changed their minds. Why didn't they figure that out before they announced that they were going to do it?
Because they want to go to see a thing called a cashless society. And a lot of people out there do not want cashless society.
No, they don't.
No, I certainly don't. Like I said yesterday in a Facebook thing, we pay our employees by cash and we pay our bills by cash where it's possible. I mean, if it's a large bill, then yes, fine, it goes on the cards. But everything is paid by cash. Cash is king, as they always say.
Right, well, you know how a lot of businesses are now leaving the UK to move into Europe?
You're about Unilever now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, go on then, what does it says there? Told us Pickles.
Well, it's the rumour is, of course, that Unilever are leaving over to Netherlands, I believe it is, because of the Brexit. It's not at all, it's nothing to do with Brexit. Unilever themselves have already said it's nothing to do with Brexit. It's more to do with the economy and where they can get things done cheaper. And it's easier for them to travel around the world.
Why? How does that make it easier?
It's got more terminals and stuff to get freight out.
Well, they're actually Marmite and Dove soap.
Yeah, we're back to the Marmite wars again, aren't we?
We certainly are.
I don't care, I don't like it. Ban it. Get rid of it. Stick it at the bottom of the sea. Fine by me.
Well, I'm one of them that don't mind it. The only issue I've got with it is...
I don't mind it. I like Marmite, yeah.
No, but I have a complaint against it. It's terrible when you've used it.
Yeah, and you can't get the lid off.
Yeah, or the other way around. You're trying to put the lid back on.
Yeah.
And it's just messy.
Yeah.
So...
Another good reason why you shouldn't eat Marmite. You get messy.
It does get messy, yes.
It tastes nicer if you're cooking liver and stuff. You just put some Marmite, a teaspoon of Marmite in with the gravy. Tastes lovely then.
Yeah. Especially when it's a human liver.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be human liver. That's nice and soft and subtle.
I know a couple of people that have woken up in the morning and discovered there's a massive hole in their stomach where 12 Less Pickles has gone in the night and removed it.
I told you not to buy me that nice big sharp knife at Christmas.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine's so since I've lost a leg, I've lost an arm, a few fingers on that hand, a couple of toes on that one.
Yes. Well, did you know you can now use a 3D printer to print out your home?
Come again.
And live in it. 3D printed homes can take up to 48 hours to put together.
Airfix model house.
They've done this in Texas.
Well, it had to be in Texas, didn't it? And you know what's going to happen then, don't you?
And what's going to happen then? Todd Pickles.
After they've built it all, and then they get the lovely weather system in Texas, as it may be, within about 6 months, it'll be washed away.
Yes, it probably will. You're right there. Well, it costs £7,000 to make.
Not bad then, 7,000 quid for 12 months living. Nah,
12 months living.
Then it gets washed away.
Well, it depends what it's made of. It says the system works by slowly adding material layer by layer.
Yeah, plastic, polymer.
Oh, it says here the material is mortar similar to concrete.
What? On a 3D printer?
Yes. Well, I don't know how they did it. Where am I supposed to know? But apparently that's what they've done anyway.
I need a brick. I'll just get printer out.
Oh, it'd be a right laugh though, wouldn't it?
You are.
Yeah, let's have a go.
Well, we do need some tiles.
We do.
Because every time we get wind, I'm not mentioning like today, we lose about half a dozen tiles off our...
roof.
Not our home roof, no, but the barn roof.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another lot on the floor yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Can't you just print out another barn roof?
I could print out another barn, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could actually. Yes, I'm just saying you could have a right good old fun with a 3D printer then. Now think of all the houses you could print out.
Yeah, give up restoring that barn. I'm going to print another one tomorrow.
Yeah. Right, this is a new interactive BBC iReporter game for fake news. It's aimed at young people between 11 and 18, and it gives you the chance to take on the role of a journalist in the BBC newsroom.
We've been doing this for years, haven't they? They've obviously school reporters and
yes,
stuff
they
like
have.
that.
There's this new thing out now.
They want everybody else to do the job for them for free.
Yeah, I bet they don't pay them. It's just spotting the fake news thing, which is the...
Well, that's quite easy. Just go down the complete news thing on the website and say fake.
Yes, definitely. Right.
My mate Donald would.
Huh?
My mate Donald would. He'd just look at it all and say, it's all fake.
Donald Duck. Well,
I still like Trump. He doesn't like wind farms.
No, he doesn't.
No, well, while he doesn't like wind farms, I like him.
Oh, well, that's all right then, isn't it, really? Yeah. Well, why don't you bring him over here? I mean, there's not much difference between Donald Trump and Prime Minister Brexit, let's face it.
True. Very true.
Yeah. Yes, lawyers have called for a blanket ban on unpaid shift work.
Pardon?
Lawyers have called for a blanket ban on unpaid shift work.
Oh, shift work. Oh.
Oh, you beat me there. I never thought of that. Would you like me to repeat it?
No.
All right, then, fair enough. At the minute, companies can currently invite prospective employees to do trial shifts with an F, with the prospect of a job at the end of it. But over the last 3 years, there's been an increase over unpaid.
Of course there is. You turn around to a company and say, I'll tell you what you can do. You can employ somebody for, technically, as long as you like. Don't have to pay them. Just tell them you might have a job at the end of it. What do you think companies are going to do? Say, oh, no, that's unethical. Not going to do that. Nope, definitely not. No. Where do I sign?
Yeah, well, yes. It's also Facebook. They've been prevented from making use of a UK citizen's WhatsApp data for purposes being... Yeah, never used it. I did have a look at WhatsApp out completely out of curiosity because people ask me if I'm on it, and from what I can gather, you can only use it on a phone.
Yes, I believe so.
We don't do phones.
Don't do phones, no.
Mainly because we've got no signal.
Mainly because we don't want to use phones.
No, we don't. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, it did announce in 2016 that it intended to tap into records to give people better friend suggestions. And what's that noise?
Beep, beep,
Is that you?
beep.
Why are you doing that?
Hey,
Why are you doing that?
I used to do this at school.
What?
When the teacher used to talk, I used to have a couple of things and just play with them, think I'm in space and landing spaceships up to the dock. Beep, 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 beep. Carry on.
Did it work?
I always got them docked, yeah?
You what?
I always got them docked.
You always go... all right then. That's lovely.
Do carry on.
Oh, YouTube now. Workers employed to sift through and remove disturbing content on YouTube will be limited to doing so for 4 hours a day. It's made the change to protect health, and Chief Executive, whatever her name is, said in a conference that they're going to do that.
Yeah, jolly good. Did you know...
Strange thing to do.
Right, did you know YouTube is credited with more sex education than schools?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either until a couple of days ago.
I didn't know that either. No. Right, anything there that you might have on desk one? Twaddle Pickles.
I've got a multitude of things on this one this morning. Alrighty-ho, let's go with this one, shall we? Remember we've often sat there and said, I wonder how long it'll be before, when you're born, they stick a microchip in your eye. They do dogs nowadays to find out where they are, tracking microchips and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Well, apparently... like you said, we're probably already using them somewhere. Not like we said, probably already using them somewhere. Apparently they are using them somewhere. In America, it's quite a common thing to have a chip implanted in certain people.
A chip?
Yeah.
Implanted? What for? So they can track people?
So they can track them, work out how their health is, work out what they're thinking, what they're doing, help them out when they need it, and this, that and the other.
So it knows what you're thinking?
Yeah, it knows what you want. Technically, yes.
Well,
It only knows what you're thinking by the logarithm on the computer at the other end of it.
God.
That's all.
Okay.
Now, it's called Virtual Realm, and it's a software program, and it's capable of watching us in real time. And it also does predictions about our future behaviours.
Oh, God.
So if you've got somebody sort of goes up to a bank and looks at it 2 or 3 times, shall I go in and get some cash? No, I'll leave it a bit, go down to a shop, come back. Shall I go into... No, I'll leave it, go back. It's probably going to flag you up as a bank robber.
Where does it get flagged up then? What computer is it that says, oh, bank robber? Where does it go, the information?
I don't know. I don't know, I do a computer company somewhere.
Probably Fartbook.
Probably. Yeah. And it sends alerts to appropriate monitoring stations. Okay, that answers your question more or less, doesn't it? Yeah. And it also depends how the computer's logarithm flags you.
Yeah.
So in itself, it's rather a scary sort of thought, is that, type of thing. As I said, if you look at something 2 or 3 times, you're going to sit there and say, oh, it's a case in the joint.
So this is like a microchip that they want to start putting in people then, that's what it's about?
You've seen the ones they put in dogs, haven't you? It's just like a little round cylinder thing, which is virtually that small that you've got to really focus in on it. Similar to that, only a bit bigger. It's less than the size. If you look at your finger and you've got your nail and then that first creasy mark, so half the size of that.
Well, when are they thinking of starting to do this then?
Well, they're already doing it.
Are they going to make it compulsory, or is it just one of these things then at the moment that...
It's likely to become compulsory, yes, because it's one of those things. It's not compulsory yet, and it's not going to start up in by compulsory. It's going to be the individual who decides if they want it or not. But as I say, the thing is, your initial reaction is, no, I'm not having one of them.
Oh, no.
Now, the problem is, of course, if you think about it, we've all said in the past type of thing, hang on a minute, I don't want to be monitored 24 hours a day. And yet everybody seems to carry a mobile phone today. Exactly the same thing. You are being monitored 24 hours a day. They can tell you exactly where you are. It's one of these things that is sort of embedded in you. And it works the same way as the RFID chip does in a mobile phone. That means it can track you. Technically, it's GPS.
Right, yeah.
So it can do a triangulation from wherever you may be and pinpoint it to more or less, technically within a few inches, but it's often where it's a bit different to that. What information can be stored on it?
I dread to think.
Now,
be
the
honest.
thing is, this sort of technology, according to according to Michael Snyder, who works at a biometric identification company, he said this technology is going to keep spreading and it's going to become harder and harder to avoid it. It's easy to imagine what a tyrannical government could do with this kind of technology. If it wanted to, it could use it to literally track the movement and behaviour of everyone. One day, the kind of technology will likely be so pervasive that you won't be able to open a bank account, get a credit card, or even buy anything without having either your hand or your face scanned first.
Oh, lovely. What happens if someone says, you've got to be careful with bank cards and stuff, obviously, and keep them safe? If people could do the same thing then with your face and your head, would you not be at risk of having your head chopped off?
No, because technology today has stopped that happening. It used to happen, yes. You used to use your first fingerprint thing, you used to bleep bleep, or use your eye as a retina scan sort of thing. The first ones were just the imprint of the actual eye or the fingerprint. Now it's got to feel a pulse.
Oh, right.
The machine itself has to know that the thing put on it is a living human piece of body.
So they couldn't use me then?
No.
Right. Oh well. Oh, that's something to look forward to in years ahead, isn't it?
Yeah, now the thing is, I mean, with the way the world, the way it's going at the moment with technology and this and the other, these companies are more or less sat there saying, well, just a minute, we don't care whether it's made legal to have one of these things to everybody, because the people that will want it will pay for it. So technically you've got the thing again, profit over whatever you feel about it. Simply because they can make these here chips do whatever they want them to do. So the younger generation today can look at a TV screen and say, I want to play whatever it may be, and it'll go blink onto TV. There it is. So the younger generation of today will actually look at these things and think, it's going to be great for our kids, this. Instead of me having to get the Xbox out or the whatever other players and things there is out. Don't need to do that anymore, because with one of them chips inside me, all I've got to do is look at the TV and wink at it and ding, on comes my favourite game. It
could also be done away then with schools, colleges and all that kind of thing, because they could just say, right, we'll just stick this in to the brain, and then they won't have to bother going to school.
Well, that is also true. Yeah. It is a frightening thought. I mean, the thing is, how far do you want to take things like this? Before it gets to the point where, we're all looking nowadays at robots taking over sort of the world in our lives, right? But how far do we want to go with us trying to take over a robot by becoming a robot?
Oh, scary, actually, that...
Yeah, scary thought, but there you go.
That leads on to a very similar story. There is a claim that one day it will allow people to back up their brains.
Oh, good heavens, yes, I've got that one as well.
The only problem is, though, if you decide to go for it, you will pop off.
Yes, you have to die first.
So do you want to just explain that? Have you got that on there?
I have somewhere. I did have. I've lost it.
We'll do it after the next Desk 3.
Somebody's linked me story. Well, okay. Yeah.
Before you do you want to... it is good morning to Ridian Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He says his wife, Rian... loves Irene Cara and What a Feeling. So we'll play that in a sec. He also does a Golden Oldies show. He's starting it on the 24th of March at 6 o'clock on radioembargo.com. Now, if we play this for Ridian and Ryan, sorry, not sure how to pronounce it.
Ryan.
Fully expecting both of you to be singing along to What a Feeling, Irene Cara. And if I could,
will. Yes.
And if I could get through on Skype and put the mic up, I would do so. So it's over to...
you just opened yourself to, yes.
Oh, no, forget that.
Jolly good.
I'll edit that out.
No, I'm going to stick with it now. So when I see the Skype come alive, you're on.
Oh, dear. All right, over to you then, 12 Pickles.
Okie dokie, this is Flashdance by Irene Cara. Well, What a Feeling.
Croft UK Radio. Croft UK Radio. This is Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show with Rebecca Pickles, the blow-up character 12 Des Pickles, the station manager Rascal the Dog, the political reporter Scruffy the Dog, and the show producer Izzy the Dog. Mondays to Fridays, 9am to 12pm. nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
Uh, 9:43, it's Thursday, 15th of March, and 12 Des Pickles is going through his drawers. Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's quite a while since I've opened these drawers.
I know, what on earth have you found in there?
Right, up to now...
Dead bodies.
What kind of? Yes.
Yeah.
I have found a diary from 2012.
Oh, that's quite recent, actually, compared to what we normally find.
Yeah. A couple of headache tablets.
Oh, jolly good.
Which I know that we haven't bought for God knows how many years of those. But it's all right, I'm going to put them on the bedside table for you tonight.
Oh,
just
thank
in
you.
case you want to take them. Of course, if they're still there when I come to bed, don't know. Loads of screws.
Loads of screws?
Yeah, and stuff like that.
Any loose ones?
Yeah, all loose. I had a video card.
Oh, what?
A video card for a computer.
Oh. Oh, nice. Well done.
Weird. I must go through these drawers and clean them out.
Yeah.
I just wonder, if you go through your desk drawers at home, what have you got in yours?
Jules!
Oh, God, you probably will have, yeah.
Yeah, okay, then.
Bless him.
Yeah, lovely.
The thing I'm looking for, I can't find.
Oh, that's always the way, isn't it? What are you looking for?
Either a stapler or a paperclip. If I take the safety pin off me bandage,
Oh, no.
will I get that through a piece of paper?
I'll go and fetch one for you shortly.
Could be a good idea, because I'm going to end up with a staple, well, paper, safety pin through my finger out.
Very nice, yeah.
Do you reckon I will, or do you think I can get away with this?
I think you might pop off if you're not careful.
I will have a look at it through. No, I'm not. No, the way I'm accident prone at the moment, I think I'll leave it there.
I might end up with a pair of binoculars if I follow one of the TV
You
adverts
might,
about
yes.
funeral planning.
You don't just get one, you get multiple.
You certainly do, yes. Oh, well, then being a blow-up character, he does live in the middle drawer, but I'm glad you found yourself oot and a boot this morning. Do you need a bit of pumping up with the pump? Or you...
No, I'm overinflated, is it?
Here, lovely. Right, yes.
Hey, guess what else I've just found?
Another dead body?
No, I was looking all over for them the other day.
What?
Allen keys.
Oh, you found your Allen keys.
Of course I would put them in the office desk. Where else would I put them for safekeeping?
Well, the problem is, when Todd's Pickle says he's going to put something somewhere safe, we never see it again, because you hide it, don't you?
Yeah, I really needed that the other day. Don't need it no more now.
Ow, did you find your spanners?
I found them.
Oh, you found them in the end?
Yeah, logical place, toolbox.
Toolbox?
Yeah.
Did you find your pencil sharpener?
No.
Oh well, yeah. Lovely.
Allen keys, I put them on that side of the desk now. For safer keeping, they're over there. Under that lot. There we go. Under the karaoke discs.
Yes, wonderful.
With the
Right.
shelf brackets I was looking for the other day as well. They're there as well. Everything's in my desk.
Oh, well, there
That's
we
where I
go.
hide it all.
Problem sorted.
No pencil sharpener though.
No, there won't be a pencil sharpener. I don't know where that's gone.
I've got a sewing kit if that's any help.
No, that used to belong to me mother.
I just thought I'd tell you that. I don't know where the sewing kit is.
No, it'll go tomorrow now. It'll vanish. Why is it when you're around your house and you see something sat somewhere, for example, on your table in your front room, and it is sat there for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and then one day you need it, and you think, well, I know where it is. It's on the table in the front room,
Exactly, yes.
and it vanishes,
Yes.
and it's no longer there,
True.
and you just can't find it anywhere.
True.
It's weird. Well, anyway, then, there we go. Newspapers. Yes, The Guardian says Britain is braced for retaliation after Theresa May blamed Russia for the poisoning of what happened in Salisbury. It's also got Life Would Be Tragic If It Weren't Funny. That's Stephen Hawking, who popped off a couple of days ago. Right, Metro. Yes, they're covering Stephen Hawking as well. And the Russia doodah. She's got rid of 23 of them. Oh, there's a photograph of Theresa May here. I wish she'd hurry up and go.
True.
Financial Times, yes, going on about Russia. There's a photograph here of Stephen Hawking. That's more or less, really, I think a lot of them are covering today. Practically impossible to work with GKN if Melrose takes over. That's to do with Airbus. So they're not too that wonderful, really. Daily Telegraph says we must bolster our defences. Oxford introduces female author targets. Government decides to save the 1p and 2p's. So they're not doing that anymore. Right, yes.
The 99p shop is safe.
It certainly is, although, like you said, in Bournemouth, it's the £1.25 shop.
Now, 120, unless they've gone up this year, which I might have done before.
Well, don't forget, with inflation, it's probably gone up to £1.50.
True.
Or even more. The £100 shop.
Yeah.
Yes, right, the Daily Express. It's got something to do with a festival pullout of Cheltenham. It's also covering the two main stories as well, which is Russia and Stephen Hawking. Cold War 2 is what the Daily Mirror is calling it.
The Beast from the East 2 and now the Cold War 2.
Yes, they're trying to sort out, the UK is anyway, sort out cyber defences in readiness for retaliatory Kremlin attack. That's right. Yeah, the Sun, look at Jim Bowen from Bullseye, he popped off.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah. Have you noticed how the BBC don't seem to have been saying anything about that?
No, that one's passed by, isn't it, because of what happened to Ken Dodd and then probably Stephen Hawking as well. Yeah, I know, yeah.
What a shame, because Jim Bowen was a wonderful guy. Here's what that could have gone home with. Aye.
Right.
I could have got a bully. You've got a bully. Oh, you got a bully. Oh, that's all I heard.
Yes, your mum used to enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
Challenge Channel. Do you remember when she used to watch that?
I used to like Bullseye, I must admit, when it was first on, in the years stop. I used to like the way somebody from Birmingham could get really excited about winning the speedboat. You've just won a speedboat, I'll start a prize. Where are you from? Birmingham. Well, have you got a puddle anywhere that you can pop in?
I know, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if back in them days they would have actually put an ad in their paper and sell it.
Probably. Probably do today as well. Probably on eBay.
Yeah, right, yes. Good morning to the Sun. Jeremy Corbyn refuses to blast Russia on spy attack. It's also got an article here about dogs with human faces.
Yeah, that was in the paper yesterday. Something to do with a dog that looks like somebody from Hollywood. They showed a picture of this here guy from Hollywood and the dog. And I'm sat looking at it thinking, well, I can tell the difference between the dog and the guy from Hollywood.
Yes, well, there we go then. The Mail, it says, glowing with health as a boy, the genius who defied crippling illness to unlock the wonders of the universe. It's strange actually, because they've actually got a photograph of him when he was growing up, and it's odd to think that was him without being in a wheelchair and stuff.
That is true, yes, yeah.
Yes, right, yeah, it's going on about Russia. Labour MPs accusing Jeremy Corbyn of appeasement for not condemning Putin. He wants Moscow to run own poison tests. That's right.
Poison. And
his spin doctor suggests that our spies can't be trusted also. Right, the Eye.
How can you trust a spy?
I don't know. I've never been one.
Trust me, I'm a spy.
It would be very difficult for me to know when I've not actually done it myself.
My name's Pickles. Graham Pickles.
Oh dear. Right, okay then. No, we were covering this story just a little bit earlier, that if you want to put your brain online, you can now do so.
Yep.
But you will pop off in doing it.
Yes.
It says, Nectome says that one day we'll be capable of scanning the brain and preserving it.
This is true. At a cost, of course. At a cost.
Yes, you get a pair of binoculars. It's as if perhaps running a dead person's mind as a computer simulation. But it does say the product is 100% fatal.
Yeah, $10,000 to be killed is the price of it. And it's strange because you can only use it on what they call a fresh brain.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, so technically you can't die first, take the brain out and then do it. It's got to be a fresh brain. It's also a start-up company. Now, that would worry me a little bit, is the fact that, I'll give it down to a start-up company, get killed by me, my brain's going to live on forever. Because start-up companies tend to fail quite a lot.
Yeah, that's what it says here. By mapping the brain's neural connections, the firm hopes to preserve dead people's memories. It says there's no date, no proof. There is today no proof that memories can be retrieved from dead brain tissues, though they are looking at methods to begin the process while a person is in their final moments. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I seem to think I once watched a film like this somewhere, and that went horribly wrong as well.
Oh, I know, yes, but I mean, 12 Pickles, if you could nominate somebody to have one of these things done, so that their brain is preserved somewhere on a computer, but they would pop off, who would you choose, and why would you choose 12 Pickles?
I think they should make it a complete sort of requirement of every government in the world.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting stuff, really, isn't it? Yes. Right, anything there on desk 4? 12 Pickles.
Well, let's have a look then. Let's happen drinking. Drinking and being fat.
Oh.
Good or bad for you?
Well, I know the answer now because you told me, so it's meant to be good for you.
It certainly is, yes. Superb. Somebody's finally listened to the way of logic of the Pickles.
Yeah, when did you bring that one out then? I assume that was you.
Well, it's like me Pickles spelling. That's been out for years and years and years. And sooner the world gets around to doing everything the way I do it, it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Well, apparently making it past the 90-year-old mark all comes down to drinking a couple of glasses of alcohol a night and being fat.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'd be all right then, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Now, this study was started in the year 2003, which is going back quite a while. It is a proper study. It is not one of these things that you sit there and say, we've done a study on 3 people. We found out that one of them lived to be 90 over. And they drank 10 gallons of whiskey a day. No, it's not that type of thing. It is a proper, genuine thing where they have actually tracked the lives of over 200,000 people since 2003.
15 years then.
Yeah. And it's still going on. It's still an ongoing thing. It hasn't stopped. But this is the findings that they've got at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, the researchers at the Clinic for the Aging, have up to now done 16,000 non-generians, as well as multiple generians.
Yeah.
Generians? I think a bit missing off, haven't I, man? The study results are showing that people who drank 2 glasses of beer, wine, liquor, whatever, a day, improved their odds of living past 90 by a staggering 18%.
By what, 18%?
18%. It improved by 18%.
Oh, right, okay.
That is one heck of a big percentage.
And that's being slightly overweight
No, this is just the alcohol.
All right, okay then.
We haven't got it away, but this is just the alcohol.
Right.
So, you sit down on a late time and you drink 2 bottles of wine. Depends on the size of your glass, of course. I think actually they maybe mean a smaller glass, but who cares? It's a glass. There's no explanation as to why it happens or why it's occurring, but they are saying that, yes, it does improve the longevity of the body. Pickles it, technically.
Well done, yeah, surely good.
Right, now then, exercise regularly is also a little bit to do with things, but that has only put 1% of all the people they asked into a over 90. Right? So exercising, taboo. Horrible thing. Partaking in a hobby for 2 hours a day is good. Providing the hobby is not something to do with your normal way of life or your work. Right.
What about having to phone your elderly mother up in a care home every night?
Put it down to hobby.
Oh, God, a hobby?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right, that will ensure that you've got a longer life. But the really one that I do love is overweight people, commonly known as fat, right? But not excessive obese.
Right. So that's you and me out then.
Yeah. Now you have to be fat over 70 in order to live longer than 90. Because everybody who was slim at the age of 70 didn't make 90.
Oh, really? Oh, right.
Sorry, tell a lie. 0.001% lived to over 90.
Actually, that's quite interesting because my mother was always reasonably slim.
Yeah.
Does that mean I could be free from her in 4 years' time?
No, because what it actually doesn't define about the fatness or obesity, that and the other is, have you been that way all the way through your life? If you have, then you've obviously put a lot of strain onto your body from the beginning to the 70s. Or is it when you get to 70, you maintain food intake so you get fatter because you're not moving around as much?
Yes, I see what you mean, yeah.
That is good for the body, but bad for when you were younger. So it doesn't actually go into that. So obviously if you flip the coin over a little bit, then you've got two sides of the story. But it does say that you do have to be fat in order to survive over 90, which is logical if you think about it. If you slow down, I mean, take our mothers for instance. 9 out of 10 times they would sit in front of the telly, talk to the telly, get up, make a cup of coffee, get up, make some food, do this, that and the other, a little bit of housework or whatever, sit back down again.
Phone me and moan and complain at me.
Right,
yeah.
Fine, yeah, that takes calories as well, so it's not a problem. And then if you get fat below 70 and that is your lifestyle, then that is going to be bad for you.
Yeah.
But when you reach 70, that's where I was getting at, I knew I was getting somewhere. When you get past 70 and you start doing those little things, then you need more intake in order to stop it wasting away. So it does make sense. It does kind of make sense.
Yes. Oh well then.
So there we go.
Nearly done it.
So it's 2 bottles of wine a day and lots and lots and lots of chocolate puddings.
Lovely. Actually, that's according to this, though. I don't know how much that would fit in, but it says women who are middle-aged, who are more physically active, are 90% less likely to get dementia.
This is true, yes.
They've studied people over the age of 44. Oh, well, I'm a year away from that because I'm 43 at the minute.
Well, here's a quick one for you. The average age that dementia sets in. Go on.
70.
No.
40.
A bit higher.
50.
It's between 45 and 50 is the age when dementia actually starts setting in, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
47 and a half.
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, dear. Does that mean that it's just a general decline of your brain?
Yes.
Or it does?
Yeah, that is when dementia starts setting in. It's
Really?
between the age of 45 and 50.
What about people younger than that could swear blind?
A lot of people. Yeah, there is a lot of cases of people in the 20s who have dementia.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
Lovely.
Yeah, nice to know where we're all going to end
Enjoy
up.
it. Enjoy having dementia. It's great. Sorry, did I pay the electric bill? Do you know? I can't remember at all.
Oh, believe me, they'll tell you.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I mentioned yesterday on the show, we get post. When the post comes in your name, it's the NHS.
Wrong.
When the post comes in my name, it's a bill.
Wrong.
What?
On this occasion, you are wrong.
Why?
Because yesterday there was only 2 letters. One was from a newspaper that you subscribe to, and one was from...
George!
No, the NHS, addressed to you.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't get one yesterday.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Or was it the day before?
I haven't had one.
The last letter the last time I opened the mailbox, there was 2 letters in, one paper. So it must have been Monday.
Oh.
And 1 letter from the NHS to you.
Oh, I missed that one.
No, you didn't. You read it. And I'm disgusted about it, but there you go.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes, it's about me funeral.
Yes.
Yeah, what I've done, I've gone online and I've written to the NHS because I'm going to use it purely as research for the show. Can you have your funeral through the NHS? So obviously I've had a reply from that, so that's good.
I said no, we just put you in the right direction.
Yeah, right, okay then. It's just gone 10 o'clock. Right, the boss, station manager, self-titled Cock of the North, Rascal the dog. He's a white poodle. He's going to be here very shortly with his rascal.
Yes, tapping his watch again.
Yeah, I'm nearly ready.
Yeah.
And then black and grey.
What? It says 10. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yes.
Yes.
On the script, it says 10 o'clock. Go.
3.
No, yes.
2. 1. Oh, cool.
Rascal language. We've also got the black and grey thing with the beard coming up as well. Scruffy the dog, the show chef. He'll be here, as well as Izzy the dog. So before that, then, it's back to desk 3, Twiddle Pickles.
Okie dokie then. Do you know, I thought we just played this for apparently Cartagon. No, we didn't. Okie dokie, this is Sheen Reaston, 9 to 5.
Welcome live on the Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show. The station manager and the boss, Rascal the dog, otherwise known as Cock of the North, Scruffy the dog, who's the chef and the show reporter, and Izzy the dog, the show producer and scientist.
Yes, it's us. We're here. I'm Scruffy the dog, black and grey with a beard. I also do ballroom dancing as well as Truffles.
Yes, good morning, Scruffy the dog.
Yeah, I'm here as well. I'm Rascal the dog, Cock of the North.
Yeah, and you're a white poodle, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm here as well. I'm Izzy the dog, Jack Russell. Certainly are. All right, then, it's over to you, Rascal Factlets. Are you ready? Off you go.
Yeah, we're ready. Right, here we go. Yeah. Did you know that doctors are saying not to worry about the Doctors are saying not to worry about the bird flu because it's tweetable.
I just thought this scene was going to fly past.
Yes. Rascal the dog.
What's that then, Scruffy the dog?
Oh, I can't believe I got fired from a calendar factory. No, all I did was take a day off.
I once got fired from driving buses because I gave my seat up to an old lady.
Well, I wasn't originally going to have a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind.
Rascal the dog, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.
Rascal the dog, Scruffy the dog, don't spell part backwards. No, it's a trap.
Rascal the dog, I've decided to sell the Hoover. Yes, well, it was just collecting dust.
Right, I can see them just moving over desks now.
Oh, dear.
Yes, would you just like to explain where you're off to, Scruffy, Rascal, and Izzy the dog?
Yes, I'm now on the Christmas countdown clock.
Are you on the Christmas countdown clock?
Yes. Christmas Day this year, December the 25th. Yes. 284 days, 13 hours, 47 minutes, and 30 seconds till Christmas Day. Yes.
I've got one. Oh, Izzy the dog's got one. Izzy the dog's got one. Easter. Easter this year is the 1st of April. 16 days, 13 hours, 47 minutes and 13 seconds till Easter Day. Oh, thank you very much, Izzy the dog. That's great. Oh no, the white poodle's got his paw up.
I've got one. This is the countdown to Brexit. March the 29th, 2019. 379 days, 12 hours, 46 minutes and 44 seconds till Brexit.
All three of them have just now left the studio. They're trotting down the corridor. I can see them through the screen. Off to the kitchen.
Lovely.
They're going to do another meal.
They are.
Oh, do you know what?
Yeah, it makes me hungry every morning.
Yeah, but every time I go in the kitchen, all I see is dirty dishes in the sink.
Yeah, and then you let the dogs in.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Are you there yet, Scruffy, Rascal, and Izzy the dog?
Yes, just coming into the kitchen now. Yes, we've arrived. We're in the kitchen.
Yeah, we're in the kitchen.
We're in the kitchen. Lovely, all three are in the kitchen. All right, over to you then, off you go.
Yeah, right, today we are cooking chicken casserole. Oh no, we did that one, didn't we?
You did? Yeah.
I think you finally did that yesterday.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry, Rascal, I've got the ingredients. I'll get them out the fridge now.
Oh, he's opening the fridge door. He's getting it. He's got a tray. Oh, he's found the sprouts.
And the chocolate cake.
Hang on a minute. Yes, he's found the chocolate cake.
Oh, no.
My only concern with the purple sprouts, of course, is they're about 3 months old.
Oh, that's all right. We can just pop them outside when you want to break.
Lovely.
Yes, today I've got the chili, ham and spinach pasta.
Yeah, right, ingredients. You need 9 ounces of dried hen pasta.
2 tablespoonfuls of olive oil. What else have you got there? Rascal the dog.
Scruffy the dog, you need 1 onion.
Chopped into chunks.
You need 1 dried red chilli.
Chopped into chunks.
Yeah, 1 plum tomato.
Chopped into chunks.
You need 7 ounces of cooked ham, sliced into strips.
7 ounces of baby spinach leaves. And also salt and pepper. Yes. Over to Izzy the dog.
Thank you, Scruffy the dog. Bring a large, heavy base saucepan of lightly salted water to the boil. What's next, Rascal the dog?
As Izzy the dog, you then add the pasta, bring to the boil and cook for 10 minutes.
Thank you, Rascal and Izzy the dog. Heat the oil in a large frying pan over a medium heat. Add the onion and fry, stirring for 3 minutes until soft. What's next, Rascal the dog?
Thank you, Scruffy the dog. The chilli and tomatoes, cook, stirring for 2 minutes. Then add the ham and cook for 3 minutes. Over to Scruffy the dog.
Thank you, Rascal the dog. Add the spinach and stir until the leaves are just wilted. Yes. Then stir in the pasta. Yes.
Season to taste with salt and pepper and serve.
Yes. Then you have your chili, ham and spinach pasta. Ooh.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Yes, that's very good indeed. Lovely. Right, Thursday. Yeah. Are you off today, Scruffy and Rascal the dog? And Izzy the dog as well. I'm Izzy the dog. I'll be playing with my balls. Oh, she's gonna be playing with her balls.
Oh, jolly good.
Yes.
Well, we have a busy day.
Oh, you've got a busy day. Scruffy the dog's got a busy day. Rascal the dog, have you got a busy day?
Busy day. I'm going to be in the cuckoo clock, counting to 3.
Yes, and I'm going to be busy because I'm going to be spending the day in bed. But we are back tomorrow, aren't we, Rascal the dog?
Yeah, we're back tomorrow, Scruffy the dog. Are you back tomorrow, Izzy the dog?
Yes, I'm also back tomorrow.
Oh, jolly good. So for now then, it's goodbye everybody. Oh, goodbye.
You can contact the Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio morning show with Rebecca Pickles, the blow-up character 12 Pickles, Rascal the dog, Scruffy the dog and Izzy the dog by email ms@croftukradio.co.uk. You can message us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Croft UK Radio, or you can follow us on Twitter or contact us through Skype at Croft UK Radio. This is Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio, your distant local radio station, nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
A few good mornings to go out for this morning. Good morning to Alan Wheeler, Kelvin Lynch, Peter Haynes as well, Diane and Gordon, who's in Strathtongue, Anna and Gordon, who's in Thurso, Wynne, Ron and Ian. Wynn's feeling a lot better, by the way. She had a mini stroke a couple of days ago, as Ron told us, but she's on the mend. She's feeling
people
better.
do keep asking us and sending emails and stuff asking if we know any updates. Well, yeah, she's fine. As far as I know, she's at home.
Yeah, she is, yes. Also, hello to David and George. Lisa and Francoise, who's in Bournemouth. Good morning to you. Mary, who's in Poole, is listening in this morning as well. And apparently a certain care home in Bournemouth is listening in. I have no idea who that might be.
That'll be the one that doesn't use dentists, probably. Apparently they're looking for a volunteer to go do the job as a dentistry.
Yes, have you ever known a care home not to send their residents to a dentist?
I've never known a care home not have a dentist.
No, neither have I. It's a new one on me. I mean, it's almost like you said, it's almost like they don't cover teeth as part of the overall healthcare in a care home. The teeth are excluded.
Actually, we're all missing a trick, aren't we?
We certainly are, yes. Why?
Oh, we should have like one of them, you know, the market barrows that you can get, you know, the 2 wheels with the back on it.
Oh, yeah.
Handle.
Wheelbarrow.
Should have one of those. Yeah, technically wheelbarrow. Have one of them. Pop it into the foyer of the care home, flogging false teeth.
Well, when we go
renting them.
Oh, rent them.
Well, they're no good to them after they're dead, are they? Just come out, wash them under the tap, put them back on sale again.
And
there we go.
Exactly. And they do get shared around as well in a care home.
That's true, yes.
My dad lost his teeth in a care home, and then they found
I wish I could find them.
they found them on somebody else. They'd put them on the wrong patient.
I wasn't there, honest. I didn't need them then.
Yes. Well, right then. Anything there on desk 8? Told us Pickles.
Well, I'm sort of studying for this here Russian thing. It's going on and on and on, and there's different things happening all the time. Apparently, Macron was allegedly reported this morning to say that he wanted proof as well of what he was doing. There's nothing. No. Well, the French spies from Britain, mentioning no names of course, but we do know one. Well, they're sat there saying, whoa, hang on a minute. No, we're going to have a word with Mr. Macron. And Mr. Macron has now come out and said Macron has come out quelling the fears of the split with England over the Ned attack by saying he does believe Russia was involved.
Oh, right, he's come back out and gone for it then. Yeah.
Now, Russia compares British government to hapless Inspector Lestrade. If anybody's watched the film Pink Panther, they know who that one is.
Oh, so it is, yeah.
And he's in need of Sherlock Holmes over Scalpel probing bizarre address to the United Nations. I could have the wrong inspector there. It was Lestrade. He was one in Sherlock Holmes, wasn't he? Who kept trying to arrest Sherlock Holmes for being a nuisance and this, that and the other, but always had to listen to him in the end, I think. Right, I'm probably right. Right, Alex Salmond has defended running his show on Russia Today, of course, and insists that the Kremlin-funded channel is not a propaganda tool for Russia, which is what the Ofcom reviews are now saying about it. And they're also reviewing the licence into it, but the former First Minister of Scotland defied calls for him to cancel the Alex Salmond show and insisted he had complete editorial control over his contents. Friends of poisoned Mr. Skripal Ulyss Skripal fear she and her expired father are already dead, and the British government is covering the news up. Now, friends of the poisoned couple have claimed she and her double agent father, Sergei, may already be dead, and accuses the British government of covering the news up. Pointing out, of course, pretty similar things to what we've said as well, is that where's the reporters outside the hospital? Where's the news on these two? They just keep saying they're in a coma or whatever, but there's no actual news coming out about it. There's no doctors giving any sort of medical statements like, well, you know, it's a pretty bad one, we're not sure whether they're going to get out of it, we treat them this way, treat them that way, and so forth, like they would do normally. But nothing is being said from the hospital.
No, there hasn't, no.
And no reporter is outside the hospital, apparently.
Oh, I think they've popped off. I thought that last week when it broke. I thought this is a bit odd. They're not actually saying they're just saying they're critically ill and in a coma, and you just think,
this is true.
Okay.
Also, spy poisoning police are hunting 2 Russian lovers who were spotted on CCTV in Salisbury as the Skripals fell ill. Then they fled on the same night. Now, Scotland Yard is said to be trying to identify a blonde and a dark-haired man, which is rather interesting because the two photos I've got up there of the people, the bloke is actually pretty balding and he's fair-haired. Well, there you go. A dark-haired man seen walking close to where Sergei and Yuli Skripal were found, slumped on the bench in Salisbury city centre, so they think there may be a connection with that as well. Putin has bounced on stage at a rally to celebrate annexation of Crimea, as Russia warns our response will not be long in coming after May vows to expel 23 spies, cancels contact with Moscow and calls for sanctions. And they're also saying, was Russia's spy daughter the real target of nerve agent attack? She was in a relationship with the son of highly ranked Russian security official. Of course, Sergei was the niece of the gentleman involved, and it's alleged Yuli argued with her boyfriend's mother, a highly ranked Russian security official, after he said they wanted to start a family. So the story goes on and on and on. And of course, if you watched Prime Minister's Questions yesterday, then Jeremy Corbyn sort of he got, well, lambasted, I suppose is one way to put it, by all quarters of the House because of his statement saying that we should hold back a little bit and hang on a minute, where is this here proof? You know, they want proof, why aren't we providing it, and so forth. Which has caused quite a bit of a storm apparently. Russia has come out with a statement in response to the allegations of complicity in alleged Skripal poisoning, and it's rather a long statement, so I won't even go into that because it goes on and on and on and on. But basically they're sort of saying the same thing, you know, you can't go around blaming people when you haven't got no proof. If you show us the proof, we believe you. Macron backed Corbyn over Russia, and he said we must wait for definitive conclusions before apportioning blame. But he's also come out today saying, well, yes, but I do believe that the Russians have got something to do with this. But it's caused a storm over on the media, on your Facebook and stuff like that. People are sat there saying, which side do you want? You want Corbyn's side or the government side? Again, it seems to be pretty split down the middle. Majority of people who are against the government stance on this, not because of the stance on the actual government going against it, but are looking at all the other things that they've done wrong.
Right, yeah.
You know, like the 120,000 destitute austerity, 4 million children are living below the poverty line, etc., 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 and not actually hitting the actual thing which is going on. But there is also a lot of people who are on Corbyn's side as well. You know, the Charlie Ryan, who's a councillor, says Corbyn is right as usual, wait for evidence, not speculation. People are sat there saying, yes, but how long do you wait for before you do something? And in the interim period, what is going to happen from there onwards? So technically, it's same as to just sat back and wait and see if the gas goes off, see if anything else happens. But,
actually, it just says here, sorry, Russia will soon expel UK diplomats in retaliation for Britain's response to poisoning of the ex-spy. It's just come out.
Well done. Did not nobody know this was going to happen? I mean, come on. You expel diplomats from one country, that country isn't going to say that, well, yours going to stop it either, all right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yes. Oh, well,
you know, so that was going to be the main thing that comes out. I mean, the gas thing is a problem. In fact, it's a worry to the British government type of thing as they see gas. It wouldn't have been a worry if UK had been run correctly in the first place, then we wouldn't have had a problem with it at all. It doesn't give no odds to us in Scotland because we're not bothered whether you've got gas or not because we can't get it anyway in most of Scotland.
How come Russia have got our gas anyway? I don't understand
It's a pipeline. It's from Russia. The pipeline comes from Russia to UK.
Long pipe?
Oh, it is, yeah. But I was looking at that this morning. I was quite surprised that it is the only underground pipeline. I was amazed.
No, hang on a minute. They've just been going on recently about the broadband runs in pipes under the sea.
Everything runs under the sea.
Well, I know it does. Thomas Pickles came from the sea.
They're saying there's an extension lead coming from the French power station. With just one plug on it comes out, lands in Dover, and somebody plugs it in, and boom, on goes all your power in UK.
Oh, what a fun thing to do!
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're having a bit of a bad day and you're fed up with things, you could think, oh, well, I'll just unplug it for fun, see what happens. Yeah.
That last one was a lie.
It was a lie, was it?
Yes.
Oh well, never mind. What do I know? Right, okay then. More than half of office workers say they wish their workplace would upgrade what?
Brexit?
No.
Oh.
No.
So what was the question?
Oh, sorry. More than half of office workers say they wish their workplace would upgrade what?
Computers.
No.
Management.
No, the coffee.
Oh, the next one on my line would have been food.
Yeah. Ah, very good. Yes. Right. Less than 20% of men own one of these. What is it?
Blow doll.
A what?
Blow doll.
A blow up. Well, you are a blow up character and not real. But no, it's not. No, it's cats.
Oh yeah, they're becoming very fashionable, between meals. I've noticed that all these, you TV news presenters, then everyone has a cat.
How do you know?
Because they keep mentioning them on telly.
Oh. Oh, well, fair enough then. Yes. All right, here's another one then. 86% of people wake up in the middle of the night to do what?
Have a fag.
No.
Oh.
Mine would be go to the toilet, but that's not on here. No, check their phone.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yes. Right, okay, it is make the most of the Euro lottery before March next year, because it will stop.
Why? There's still going to be Europe there.
Yeah, but we just won't be in it.
We're not leaving Europe.
We are. Next
No, we're
March.
not. We're leaving the European Union.
Well, we go into a transition, don't we, for about 100 years?
Oh, dear. Why do people think we're leaving Europe? We're not leaving Europe. We are leaving the European Union. Europe is a place, a mass, a body.
Yes, you can't move the country.
No.
No, you can't move the country, but we are leaving Europe.
Yeah, but they end up still in Euro football and stuff like that because they're dead scared about doing anything towards football.
Well,
God knows why. They just take the ball off them and say, no, lazy on the pitch.
Eh?
Lazy on the pitch of the World Cup.
Oh, is he the dog on the pitch of the World Cup?
Bang goes the ball.
What do you think about that one, Izzy? Bang would go the ball. Bang would go the ball. Yeah, fair enough. All right then. And then 12 Pickles would throw it and nobody would ever see it again.
That is true.
Yes, good morning to the kitchen. Yes. I'm sure we've got a black hole in our kitchen.
I'm sure we have, actually.
Right, yes. Well, the Euro Millions thing tomorrow is up to be £15 million. And Saturday's National Lottery could be up to 3.4 million.
Yeah.
What do seahorses do every morning during their pregnancy?
I know this one. They give each other a hug.
Oh, they do, yeah. Oh, well done. You've obviously studied them.
No, but I used to have a friend who had seahorses.
Did he ride them?
No, no. Mark. No, it wasn't. It was Martin. No, it wasn't. It was Mark, who was in Comet 3560, and he used to have a massive aquarium, and he used to go right the way around his room, literally around his room. Every wall was covered with this aquarium, and he used to go above the doors, below the doors, and so forth. It was fantastic. And he had seahorses, and the reason they hug each other is to see whether the female has dropped the child. Well, actually, it doesn't matter whether male or female because they both carry them. Mainly the male carry the babies. It's to see whether the new baby seahorses are still there. Yeah. And also, if they're ready for dropping, it helps them squeeze them out.
Oh.
It's not through a lovable hug.
No. Oh, well, then, yeah. Right, okay, then.
Stop it, spoil everybody's day.
No, that's fine. No, that's okay. Right, here's another one then.
Like the praying mantis does all sorts. She treats him like a king. Right until she's up to... And then cheats him. Yeah.
Oh. I know a few people like that.
And how many people have you eaten?
Well, I mean, apparently my dad popped off about 12 years ago, but I've got my suspicions that maybe my mother ate him. Right. Which city do you think has been awarded the top UK city to live and work in?
Oh, good heavens, no idea. Leeds.
No.
Oh, good. Manchester.
No.
Oh.
No.
London.
No.
Newcastle.
No.
hammering out what cities.
Edinburgh.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah.
Right.
As I got there eventually, I was working my way up.
Yeah. Do you know anybody that has to stand at a till and has trouble working out their change when it comes to paying something from the grocery store?
A lot of people.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
1 in 3 adults struggle with this. Especially change when you go to the shops. The only reason why I struggle with it is because everybody's in such a rush and you've got people behind you as well. And they're holding, the person behind the till's holding their hand out rather demandingly for the money. And I'm sat there, I'm stood there all in a faffle. Because my brain won't think quick enough because I start thinking, oh dear, I can't do this, I'm a bit cuckoo. And then the person behind the till tells me that I'm a bit cuckoo. Right. And 6 in 10 parents are worried that they're not making enough family memories for their children. They think they're missing out on key moments such as, learning to walk and even going on a holiday and stuff, because they think they're struggling to find quality time. And also, not just that, but it says here that people get their smartphones out as well and try and take photographs of them, and when you're taking the photograph of them and you don't actually see it with your eyes properly, it doesn't stay in your memory quite as well. That's another one. Yes, nice. Yes. Thomas Pickles, what would you like to do next?
I'm going away from politics. I've been up politics this morning, so we'll go for a Numha song, shall we? Let's have a little bit of Rock the Boat by Hughes Corporation. Ooh, lovely. Off we go.
Croft UK Radio is on Facebook and Twitter. You can find us at facebook.com/Croft UK Radio, or you can follow us on Twitter at Croft UK Radio. We're also on Skype, Croft UK Radio. This is Croft UK Radio, your distant local radio station, nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
I can't understand people, you know.
Yeah.
No. That go on things like exercise bikes and treadmills. I would never do something like that on an exercise bike.
No.
It just wouldn't even enter my head. I did half an hour last night.
That's true.
I know, yeah. Oh well. A runner. She's broken the Guinness World Records. On a treadmill, she ran 81 miles and it took her 12 hours to do so. Running solidly for 12 hours. Now, that can't do you any good. Now, before then, she decided to do 7 of the things and became the first blind person to complete a marathon on each continent in the world. So she's twice now in the Guinness Book of Records. So well done to her, yes.
I thought there was another... Actually, just skipping slightly, there was another thing about Guinness Book of Records. I think it was last week or the week before. And a guy got into the Guinness Book of Records for being the first guy to run up a mountain somewhere in the world.
Right.
Well, jog up a mountain type of thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily run up, but he jogged up.
He jumped up.
He jogged.
Jogged up.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
And when he got his name into the Guinness Book of Records for doing this, he also stipulated that he wanted his name in the Guinness Book of Records for the first person to even attempt to do this. And Guinness Book of Records had to give way and allow him the second entry.
Well, how did he know, though, that he was the only one that...
Because nothing else was in the Guinness Book of Records, so nobody had ever attempted it or tried it and done a time. If you attempt something and it's not in the Guinness Book of Records, you can ask for it to be a record. And as long as it's been validated by somebody from the Guinness Book of Records, then it's got to go in the Guinness Book of Records. So technically you can sit there and read a page on a computer and say, I can read that in 30 seconds. Go through the Guinness World Record and look and think, nobody's got a world record for reading a page on the internet, so you can phone the Guinness Book of Records up and say to them, can I have somebody come down and watch me do this, because I can do it in 30 seconds.
Oh, lovely.
And they've got to put it in, because nobody else has done it, so therefore it's not in there. So, like this here guy, you can then, when it's gone in, sit there and say, now can I have a second entry, please, to say I'm the first person who's ever done this and attempted to do this.
Ew.
And they had to give way to it, and they had to be allowed it in.
Oh, well, fair enough then.
Do carry on.
Yes, well done, yeah, right, okay. Amazon, owners of Amazon's own brand power bank charges. You've been contacted by Amazon telling you to stop using them.
What, sorry?
Yes, owners of Amazon's own brand power bank charges. Yeah, they're trying to recover. There's 6 models they took out overall across, well, America, Canada, UK and Europe. They received more than 50 complaints of overheated power banks. And, well, they said they'd be careful. It could burst into flames. So they said, well, the best thing to do, really, they said, is to call them back. So they have done. Yeah, so that was nice for them, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, jolly good. Anything there on desk 8? Twitter Pickles?
Well, some breaking news coming out of the sky, but we're going back into politics again. Do I really want to carry on with politics? No, not really, but never mind. And the Brexit government's paranoia over secret businesses agreements is the way that Sky is announcing it. And apparently it's an attempt to enforce silence about outside discussions on trade border change post-Brexit. It's raised eyebrows across the whole industry, apparently. Now, Sky News has established the government has been signing a series of secret agreements with companies and industry groups over highly controversial outcomes of the Brexit process for Britain's trade border. Now, this is through an attempt to enforce silence about outside discussions which are taking places or urgently required on the border after Brexit has raised eyebrows across industry, mainly to do with the Channel Tunnel, by what I can understand.
I thought they were blocking it up.
Yeah. A series of non-disclosure agreements have been forced into the process of consultation with the logistic companies that actually operate the UK border, with one industry source calculating that many dozens have already been signed. The development was described by Meg Miller, MP, the chair of the Public Accounts Committee, as extremely unusual and a sign of government paranoia. She goes on to say that she's pretty staggered by what has gone on, because she doesn't see why the government shouldn't be revealing what it knows about Brexit. But also, why would it want to shackle organisations that might want to criticise or comment on Brexit by asking them to sign NDAs? Very good point. And yes, well, apparently Tusk does not want to build a wall between the EU and Britain. I wonder if he signed an NDA. Interesting to know.
Well, last I heard, Theresa May's building it. It's going to go all around the coast of the UK. It's going to be about 20 foot high. That was the last I read about it. And there'll be no doors or gates in that wall either. We're just going to be blocked in, so it's nobody in, nobody out. Yeah. She's also going to put a ceiling on it as well, so you can't get out that way either.
True.
That was the last I heard anyway, regarding what they're doing after the EU.
Yeah.
They have tried. To be fair, they have tried to move the island off the UK. They did try moving it because, like you said, there's a lot of confusion about leaving Europe or leaving the European Union. Now, so I just checked it out, actually. So I thought, well, I'll just see if they have tried to move the UK. And they have. They're having a go.
Okay.
But they're having problems because not enough boats are available to try and move it. Now, they reckon if they get enough... They have thought about contacting Jeremy Clarkson with the Grand Tour to see if he would do it for them.
Possible. Yeah.
But as yet, he's on holiday in Europe.
Actually, there was an interesting thing in Prime Minister's Questions yesterday, which I picked up on, and I've just realised that quite a lot of other people have also picked up on it on the multimedia channels. And that is, there was a question put forward about the Navy and this and the other about our Navy and stuff. And Theresa May stood up and said, we have a fantastic Navy. Only a couple of weeks ago, I was aboard our brand new big aircraft carrier, Queen Elizabeth. And said it's a magnificent ship and it's going to protect us and a lot of the world, or where it's that effect. Problem being is, as people are pointing out, and as I thought about yesterday, we've got the boat, but it ain't got no planes on it.
No, it hasn't. That's been going on for a wee while, I thought, hasn't it?
But we're having the Eurojets on it, apparently, which was something that was signed by DC and Osborne. Yeah, of course, which appears to be something which is rather difficult to do because it turned out to be nearly 3 times as much as what they said it was going to be. But there we go.
Well, they could always
buy pay for it themselves.
Yeah, buy planes from the Russians.
Yeah. Have you noticed a lack of selfies at all today on Facebook?
And why is there a lack of selfies today on Facebook?
No, I'm just asking if you've seen a lack of them. I was just wondering because today apparently is No Selfies Day.
Oh.
Yeah, you're supposed to put your phone down, not take any pictures, not pound those lips and things like that.
Oh dear.
And not take any selfies. It's also Panda Day. Oh, bless it. All the lovely things of pandas. I want a panda. I can just imagine a little panda sat in our garden.
Well, I'm just wondering how Izzy the dog would get on with it. I mean, if it was a male panda, I could see her quite enjoying herself.
Yeah, get on with it very well.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah, they are gorgeous. I mean, beautiful things, the pandas. It's also the Freedom of Information Day. Now, this is a day which has been brought into generation for marking the arrival of the Freedom of Information Act, which the government keeps trying to scrap, that protects people from unfair treatment by big companies every day. It's also Lips Appreciation Day. Oh, sloppy. Apparently the main function of the lip is to protect our teeth.
I thought it was to stop you from looking stupid.
I thought it would just stop your face from frilling at the edges. Well, there you go. No, but apparently the main function of the lips is to protect your teeth. Now, if you think about it, the lip contains a lot of blood. I mean, you cut your lip and it bleeds all over the place. It looks like something had a massacre in the place.
There's been a murder.
Yeah, so why make something as fragile as that to protect something? Other than, presumably then, if you look at it another way, the lips are some form of airbag. Only they've got blood in them.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds fun.
I told you yesterday about the lipstick that was on offer.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Yeah, it's worth quite a bit, wasn't it? A few £100,000, I think it was actually costing if you wanted to get lipstick for Mother's Day. Is this Mother's Day for next year? Because Mother's Day's now popped
No, it was an advert that went out before Mother's Day.
Ew.
But it was only for your best mother, remember?
Oh, God, yeah. Well, that's me. I won't have to bother sending one then, won't I?
And I don't really think I should say what the other day is today, really, because I probably won't see you anymore.
George!
No, it's a World Sleep Day.
No, I'm not planning on going back to bed today, thank you.
It's an annual event, apparently, intended to be celebration of sleep and a call to action on important issues related to sleep, including medicine, education, social aspects, and driving. I didn't think you could drive while you were asleep.
No.
There you go.
No, I generally try and be awake when I'm doing that one.
Yeah.
Well, at least I hope I am. Sometimes you don't know when you're asleep, do you?
No, that's true.
Wake up in the morning in bed all confused thinking, where on earth am I? Especially if you're away, if you're not at home. And that first night, when you wake up in the morning and you think, hey up, my house has changed. Have I popped off and woken up in a different world?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yes. Did you know that we spend the equivalent of 7.5 years of our life feeling knackered?
Yeah.
It's taken a study to find this one out. Each day we
You could
spend...
have told them that with your knees, couldn't you?
I could have done,
Yes.
tell them that quite easily, yeah.
The way I feel in the morning at the minute as well, I could.
Oh, I do, I think. How can I feel like this and not pop off?
I know. Well, I look at the clock every morning and think, what are you on about? 10 to 3? It can't be. I'll just sleep in another 10 minutes. And then the alarm goes off and you think, oh, God, it was 3 o'clock. Damn.
Yeah, I know, yes, right. Yep, each day we spend nearly 3 hours feeling drained and low in energy. I'm sure people spend more than 3 hours a day that way.
I'm sure a lot of people do, yeah.
Yes, this amounts to 4 days each month or 6 weeks of a year where you feel knackered. I would go higher than that. Yes. One of the most annoying things that motorists find is pointless traffic lights. They're annoying. Very annoying, especially on roundabouts. Why have we got traffic lights on roundabouts? What is the point of them?
I can never understand that. I mean, I can remember my dad having a debate about this when I just learned to drive, and he was telling me how to go around a roundabout. You know, like the highway code, and you sit and read and you think, what are you on about? Why would I want to go into the middle of a roundabout to go off of that exit there? Because that doesn't make sense. You'd pull off that side and go. And it's like my dad said, yeah, it's not so much the position of the roundabout, it's the indicator. And when you're on your test, it's the indicator to watch for, not necessarily whether you're in the right lane or not.
Oh.
Right. Now, like my dad said, I cannot understand, he said, one, why there's roundabouts when you've got perfectly good things called traffic lights that stop the traffic from moving, and the roundabout does keep the road going.
Yes.
But why do you need to indicate on it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if I'm turning on the roundabout and you go in, say, third or fourth exit...
Yeah.
I generally go to the right-hand lane.
That's correct.
And then put my indicator on for going
That's
right.
also correct.
And the opposite, if I'm going left on a roundabout, you're going left lane.
Yes, but you see, when you approach a roundabout, you have to put your right-hand side indicator on and go to the inside lane. As you're coming around the first and second exit, you go to the third exit. As you pass the second exit, you then put your left-hand side indicator on.
That's right.
Mirror signal and manoeuvre once again.
Yes.
Pull over and pull off.
That's right, yes.
Yes, but like my dad was saying, what is the point of signalling and stuff on a roundabout when everybody knows where you're going anyway by the lanes?
Unless you're in the middle lane, that can be confusing.
Oh, it can be confusing.
Because they don't know if you're going straight on
it can
or
also
whether
be
you're going
confusing
right.
if you go around a roundabout in Exeter because you've got to go around the wrong way.
Yeah.
And there's also a roundabout in Leeds which is rather brilliantly designed, that there's 3 lanes going onto the roundabout. It's up near the Yorkshire Evening News building and the Yorkshire TV building. And as you're pulling onto the roundabout, you've got 3 lanes. Right-hand side lane is to go into the news building and the TV studio, apart from one little problem. When you come to go off the section of the roundabout where the news building and the thing is, that lane vanishes and it goes back to 2 lanes which you're going straight on. Great fun, I must admit. Yes.
There's also one near Oxford. We've been on it.
Yes, we have. Oh, that's a brilliant one.
Oh, that's mega confusing.
Oh, it's
in
super.
fact, I think Jeremy Clarkson mentioned it on Top Gear once. He lives round there.
Yeah, it must be the only roundabout that I know that is a roundabout where you can only turn right.
Yeah, and you have to go over more than one roundabout.
Yeah, and
to
you've got
get
to go
work
through
with
2
you.
roundabouts to get to that right-hand side turning.
I know.
A really weird thing it is. Why somebody flung that in the middle of the road, I'll never know.
I don't know. No, but they did. Right, if you want to sell your house, it reckons painting your front door could help you get a quicker sale. I was just looking at this because I'm thinking, well, doesn't you say...
painting doors again that way. Remember the trouble this caused in Middlesbrough?
Well, they painted them red, didn't they?
Yeah,
to
only those
symbolise...
immigrants in them.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it doesn't actually say what colour to paint it. I was just looking at it to see, well, what colour then?
Oh,
that's the
well,
first question you'd ask. Well, what colour do I paint it then? And you know what? It doesn't say.
I'll leave ours the way it is
What?
then. That should surely sell the house if they look at our front door.
Our front door? We haven't got a door.
We have got a door.
We've got a plank of wood.
Well, it
With a hole in it. Yes, it does move. The door does move. I agree with you on that one. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh,
I think it's a lovely door. I like that door.
oh, it is nice.
I love with that door.
It's characteristic, isn't
It
it?
certainly is, yes.
Very
yes.
much so.
Very rustic.
There's no door like our door.
It's a rustic door. In fact, I'm going to put it on eBay as a rustic door.
You're going to sell the door?
I'm going to put it on eBay as a rustic door, yeah.
Well, I probably won't miss it, actually.
A traditional rustic door.
Right, yes. When you wake up in the morning, it's time to get up. What's one of the first things that you do?
Have a pee. No, not when I wake up. No. And normally the first thing, when I wake up in the morning, what's the first thing I do? Turn the alarm clock off.
That's true. Yes.
Then I tend to swing one leg out, feel the temperature, and think, it's not too bad. Swing the other leg out and think, no, left leg lies.
That's true, yeah.
Get out of bed, knickers on. Well, underpants, as I'm a man, but underpants on. Socks.
No, you put my knickers on and go on, admit it. Yeah.
On the weekend.
No, you don't. You use them on a Tuesday and Wednesday as well. I've seen you. I've got the
You're not
photographs.
supposed to be watching.
I'm going to put them on Fart Book.
Good heavens. Yeah, then put my knickers and socks on. Then normally my top, and then trousers. Then some shoes, slippers, or whatever. Generally a coat, jacket, hat, gloves, scarf. No,
that's just
not that
around
bad.
the house.
Yeah, not that bad. And after I've got dressed, sort of turn around and I've normally got 2 brown eyes looking at me.
Is he the dog?
Yes.
Yes.
And as soon as I make a move from there, she's away and we're off. And we're down to our lovely rustic front door. Into our lovely well-landscaped garden.
It's a mud bath.
rustic landscape.
It keeps...
Please, look, you will never ever get a job at a house selling agent.
No, I wouldn't.
It's a rustic landscaped garden.
I think it's a great way to keep the visitors away. Even the postman won't put it in the mailbox. Now they put it
in the whichever car's the first one on the drive. He sticks it in that.
Yeah, I know.
Great fun when you've only got somebody there flogging your double glazing or something because you got so far mail.
I've even warned Ron in Washington and Ron and Ian come up for a visit. I said, bring your wellies, unless you want to have a swim in some mud.
Yes.
Now, whether he remembers to do that or not, I don't know, because it would be funny if he forgets.
It might be a nice, dry, sunny day when it's a little bit
it might
harder. Now you're looking outside, aren't you, thinking, no chance, are you? Yeah? Go on, let me do it.
At the minute, the weather is on default for here in the north coast of Scotland. Now, default, what does that mean?
Wet, windy, damp, cold.
And grey, and grey sky. Yeah, I know. Oh dear. Oh well, then yes, right. Yeah, a lot of people go to the kettle as well in the morning.
Yes, that's normally my second job.
Yeah.
Well, third job if you include getting dressed as one job. One job, first job is getting dressed. Second job, is it out? Third job, kettle on the way back in again from Izzy. Fourth job, sit down, take blood. Fifth job, take pen. Sixth job, pour coffee out. Seventh job, come upstairs, wake you up.
As I swear.
Yes.
Yeah, right, now, some people have coffee in the morning, some will go for the tea.
Oh, coffee every morning.
Yeah, I know, I agree with you, it is definitely coffee. My parents were always a cup of tea thing first thing in the morning, and then I transferred over to coffee because I thought actually this wakes me up a bit better. Pardon?
Mine were as well.
Yeah, well now according to this then, a lot of people in the UK are swapping over to green tea.
Yes, it's one of them new fads, isn't it?
I've tried it many years ago and I didn't like it.
Stuff.
My mother used to have rhubarb.
Ooh, I say, chaps, what?
No, it was horrible.
I know.
I accidentally, sometimes by mistake, put one of those tea bags in my coffee, in my tea mug.
Do you want cornflakes, love? It's them things there, like, look like little turtles. That's them, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got nuts and stuff in these cornflakes. And a bit of birdseed. Oh, is that when I clean the parrot out? Hang on a minute, I can't quite remember. Oh, it don't matter, put milk on, you never know the difference.
Exactly, yes. Well, my mother used to eat birdseed as well for breakfast, as we both know. Mm-hmm. Yes, I doubt.
I'd send you shopping for it in shops that didn't sell it.
I know, yes, and it had to be the right make.
Oh, definitely, yes. Jordans. Had to be Jordans.
Yeah. Well, of course, now she's getting other people on the march to do it now.
Yeah, now she just told us Jordans.
Yes.
Oh, yes, of course, it's the only one we use. Can you tell? Oh, when somebody else gets there, I only have Kellogg's. Oh, we only use Kellogg's, can't you tell?
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, well, then. Yeah, right, Thomas Pickles, would you like to float back now to desk 3?
Okay. If you're of a certain era, you'll have probably heard of this gentleman. You probably know all his songs as well. It's the great Jim Reeves and Oklahoma Hills.
You're listening to the Croft and North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show with Rebecca Pickles and the blow-up character 12 Pickles. Also the station manager, Rascal the dog, the political reporter, Scruffy the dog, and the show producer, Izzy the dog. nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
What is your opinion of broadband in the Highlands? Thomas Pickles?
None.
Right.
We don't have no broadband in the island.
It's odd.
No, we still have more or less dial-up.
Oh, it's slower than that, be fair.
Well, that's true, yeah.
We often see the BT Open Reach vans driving oot and a boot.
Yeah,
There's loads of the things. I don't know what they do.
Dig holes.
It looks like that way. The moles can dig holes. Yeah. Well, they're employing an extra 400 engineers across Scotland over the next year.
Dig some more holes.
It will leave more holes, yes. Highlands and Islands is included in that, as well as Aberdeenshire, Edinburgh.
We're coming in snow again.
The snow is coming to Aberdeenshire again this week, yes. Although it's not going to be as dramatic as it was a couple of weeks ago when we were there.
True.
I know, yeah. We got snowed in, didn't we?
We did finally, yes.
It was good fun. Yeah.
It was lovely.
I know, it was, yeah. Right, well, the reason why they're employing another 400 engineers is because they want to make fast broadband available to 3 more
houses.
Yeah, it probably will. They put 3 million, but I don't think that million word should be there.
No.
That's for homes and businesses by the end of 2020.
Oh, it's just around the corner then. I'll be dead by then.
What, in 2020? That's
Yeah.
only 2 years away.
That's fine, I'll be dead. Hopefully.
Oh, great, thanks. Oh, that's nice to know.
I'll have a word with Dr. Hunt.
I mean, Mother would probably still be here. Yeah, great, thanks. Oh, God. You pop off and I'm left on my own with me mother in Bournemouth. Oh, dear. I think I'll...
You know, it's on my side of the bed.
Well, I think probably what I would do is
I'll donate it to her in my will.
I'll contact that funeral parlour and I'll just make the coffin and I'll just lie in it next to yours and just wait.
I wonder if anybody's ever ordered a double coffin.
Oh, I'm sure they're about.
Oh, what a cute thing to look for. Oh, I'm going to do that.
Yes, let's.
eBay.
What happens if one of you pops off first? I suppose you just wait with a vacancy.
It'd be boring for the second person, isn't it?
Would exactly, yes. You just a bit boring because you just sat there lying there, waiting. Yeah, right.
Oh, hang on a minute. There's pictures of them.
You can get double coffins, can you?
Yeah.
Do you get a pair of binoculars with it?
It's called a Gwendoline Butler.
That's an interesting idea.
Yep. A devoted couple who were married for 60 years are to be buried together in a double coffin.
So you both have to go at the same time, even if it's only one of you that's popped off?
Yeah, well, apparently, no.
Oh.
You get a double coffin and you put it in the ground and you put one person in it. Probably toss a coin, see who goes in first. And then when the time comes for the second person to go in, the coffin is dug up, you put into the double coffin beside them and back down again.
Oh.
Be alright unless you're a bit scared of bones and stuff like that, wouldn't it?
Well, it wouldn't matter, would it?
Are you going to stick me with that skeleton? Come off it! What? Oh my God, it's a mouse.
Oh, I'm not getting buried with mice. That's one thing I'm not doing. I'll have to put my foot down somewhere, and that's where I'm putting it down. No mice. No. Oh, well, yeah. So I think you're right then. I think by the time Scotland gets fast broadband, you are looking at popping off. I would probably agree with you on that one.
Apparently the church doesn't like it.
What, broadband?
No, double coffins.
They don't like it?
No.
Oh.
Oh, no.
It takes up too much room.
You can't get it down the aisles.
Right. Can't they just take the body down the aisle and just put it in the box later?
Actually, I must admit, I was once at a funeral where they had one of these, American caskets. And they had one of these American caskets, and it was fine until we got into the church. And then suddenly the undertaker suddenly realised that wouldn't go down the aisle either, and you had to be lifted onto the shoulder, and then as you come to somebody, you had to raise it even higher and sort of go over their heads.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, it was fun, yeah.
Yeah, great laugh, yeah. When it was my dad's funeral, I was sat right next to the coffin at the front of the church, and the daft thing is I couldn't help but keep laughing.
I know.
It made me laugh because he always had this saying, I'll roll on death.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are morbid at funerals. It just doesn't...
No, my dad wasn't morbid.
No, he was dead.
He was dead, he popped off.
No, what I mean is, how come when you see these funerals on telly and stuff like that, everybody looks morbid and stuff. It's not like in reality. People aren't like that. When you go to a funeral, they're quite happy and jovial. In fact, I always find it funny time in funerals. I think it's great places.
And bearing in mind, there's always going to be a few people that are going to be glad that person's gone.
But that's true, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Here lies a deeply beloved wife.
Yes. 12 Pickles.
She died with a slight bit of heart problems. Yeah, the knife.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I digress rather.
No, that's fine. So, Thomas Pickles, if you could see somebody pop off before their time and you'd be happy about it, would you choose them? Why would you choose them, Thomas Pickles?
Definitely on the A-list.
On the A-list?
Yes.
Right, okay then. Is me mother on there?
I'm not saying who's on it. No.
Oh.
The A-list is mine. It will go to me to my grave.
Oh, no, it won't. I've already looked at it.
No.
Too late.
It's already been photocopied and posted and everything, hasn't it?
It's on Fartbook.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. A man, he's 96 years old. He's still going. He bought a Morris Minor.
Oh, lovely cars.
in 1959
Spot on.
for £500.
Oh, he overpaid for that unless it was already restored.
Well, it was a convertible blue 1000 Tourer Morris Minor.
I nearly bought one of those, you know.
Ow.
Yeah. That was blue, and that was a convertible. Had the old, what they call frog-eyed headlights on the front. Split windscreen on it. Brilliant car it was, and I could have had it for 10 quid.
Ow.
Yeah. I just had nowhere to park it while I did it up.
Oh dear. You put it on the roof.
Not in all you couldn't.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Well, he bought this in 1959, and it is still going, and he's still driving it.
They are a lovely car. Morris Minors are absolutely lovely car.
Yeah.
Brilliant things they are. You see them quite a lot, especially up here. But there again in Scotland, you do tend to see quite a lot of sort of vintage veteran cars. And people really do well. There's one which is used daily by a farmer, and he comes up our road, well past our gates, sort of thing, every day without fail, and it's an old Triumph Toledo. And it's always going up and down. You never ever see it missing a beat as it goes past the engine. It sounds so sweet. And it's beautiful, beautiful car.
Well, yeah, not bad really. I say, when you buy a car in 1959 and it's still running, that really can't be bad, can it? Now, he's worked out how many miles he's done. He's done 225,623 miles since 1959. And it's the same distance as going to the moon.
Oh, in that case, our Land Rover's gone to the moon.
Oh, maybe have I got that wrong then?
No,
I haven't.
No, you probably haven't. Our Land Rover at the moment is just going to 200,000. In fact, our Classic is as well.
We've done 200,000 miles.
No.
Oh.
Not got it.
Yeah.
But our Classic car that's down having an MOT at the moment is done 200,000 as well.
Oh, well, just think by now then we could be sat on the moon with a cup of coffee.
We could be, yeah.
Doing the show from there with our broadband.
Who says we're not?
I know, yeah. Drats. Yeah, never thought of that one.
Don't snow on the moon, wouldn't go there.
No, right.
Mars? Now, maybe that's a possibility. It snows there, apparently.
Snows in Mars.
So they say.
Snows in Aberdeenshire as well.
Yes, that's as good as Mars.
Yes. You get snowed in.
Yeah, you do.
So you're late getting home.
Yeah.
You miss an appointment and someone doesn't believe you.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't got no snow, so you haven't had lines.
Yes, right. Annoying problems.
Yeah, Scottish Health Service.
You go to a shop. I mean, we're actually the opposite, because a lot of people would go for the green top milk, the semi-skimmed.
Yes. Get the proper milk.
Yeah, exactly. Some people do go for the full fat. We go for the full fat, which is the blue top.
Yes.
Right. And this is true. You go to a shop and they've only got the green top, and you buy full fat, or the other way around. And you can think, oh dear, this is annoying. Right, wires, headphones and telephones that get tangled up. What is it about wires that like to have it off with each other because they wrap each other around so much?
It's called kinetic energy.
What, even when they're not plugged in?
Yeah.
But that would fit.
The wires still have kinetic energy.
Yeah.
Kinetic energy is movement, and movement is caused by technically the magnetism of the wires inside. And they're still magnetized even when you turn them off, so they are actually moving together all the time, but very, very slowly.
Yes.
But if you leave them there long enough, then they just entwine each other. A bit like a plant does.
It certainly does work, I must admit. You're right there. Yes. Somebody walking along the road and you discover you're both wearing the same clothes. I'd find that quite funny myself.
I would do well, yeah. Hey, you shop at house, son? No, don't mention that anymore today. No, definitely not. No, I don't shop at house. I never have to, actually. Yeah.
Or you happen to be walking the road.
You go around the bins.
That's Wednesday, bin day,
Right,
that is.
yeah.
Or you happen to be out in a boot and you suddenly realise that you've forgotten to put any clothes on.
I've never done that.
No, I haven't, I must admit.
Not intentionally, anyway.
No. I do know somebody who did it once.
Perhaps your mother.
It was 12 Pickles, actually, funny enough. But, squeaky new shoes which hurt whilst you're trying to break them in.
Yes, so you just hate them.
Your favourite clothes that get snagged.
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's so annoying, it's infuriating.
It is, yeah. All right. Coffee or tea that's too strong or too weak.
That doesn't bother me. I like coffee or tea. Well, I don't actually. I don't like tea strong. But coffee don't bother me. It can be weak or very, very, very strong. It just... I'm not bothered.
Yes. Oh, yeah, no. This is...
And makes me burp.
I've noticed. This is very annoying. We've had it recently. And if you go away...
We have?
Yeah, if you go away and
Did I miss it?
you stay in... No, you didn't miss it. You had to fix it.
Oh, right.
Remote controls where the battery has run out.
Oh, good heavens, yes, yeah.
And then
Why is it the work all of a sudden? When you turn the telly over, they're working fine. When you're on a channel that you don't want and you take the remote, the battery's gone.
I know. Or you can't turn the volume down.
Yeah. Not only when the phone rings.
Exactly, yeah. Just ignore the phone. That's the best way. Just say, sorry, can't answer.
Oh, yeah, we're not here.
Yes, right, okay. Using air freshener, thinking, oh, this will smell nice.
No, it doesn't.
And then it doesn't smell nice. Yeah, that's just some of the annoying things in life that can be, well, rather annoying. Yeah. Do you want to stick desk 3 on? Because I think you want to pop off somewhere, don't you?
I do, yes. Okay, then, let's have a little bit of melody and brand new.
This is Croft UK Radio and North Highlands and Islands Radio, your distant local radio stations, nhir.co.uk and croftukradio.co.uk.
Yes, the Croft UK Radio Morning Show. I'm Rebecca Pickles. 12 Disc Pickles is also here. And Izzy the dog is here.
Oh.
Her alarm has kicked in.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you hear a load of whining and moaning, no, it's not me. It is Izzy the dog, because she wants to go ooh and a boo. Izzy, we've only got another quarter of an hour.
Oh, yeah.
She won't wait, will she? No. Do you want to finish early?
No.
Right, okay then. Right.
Sorry.
Okay, well, if you live in the Highlands, a lot of people are not actually very enthusiastic about this new thing that started in 2015 called the North Coast 500. It's a pain if you live locally, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, a single track road goes all the way around the top of Scotland for 500 miles, but it's because it's single track road, they have these signs every now and then that says passing places, please allow overtaking. The problem is the tourists won't do that. So it causes, frustration, and the locals get annoyed, especially if you've got a bicycle in front of you and times that by 20. Yeah, they drive in a row. Sorry, they cycle in a row. They don't go in a line. Right. So leaflets are now going to be handed out by Transport Scotland, mainly aimed at the tourists. Yeah, so a lot of hotels, holiday parks and businesses are going to be given these in the post to hand them out to the tourists when they come and see them. Yes. Because of the ascents and descents at some of the North Coast 500, a lot of them, because they don't come from the area where you've got all these weird roads, they don't know how to drive them.
True.
I mean, another example we came across, more so in the Isle of Skye, that if you've got sheep in the road or you've got cows in the road, you're meant to still drive through, but very slowly, and then the animals will naturally part from the road and let you go by. But the tourists don't know that.
True.
Therefore, we create a nice little traffic jam for the locals. So that's if you're coming up to the Highlands anyway, you probably will be given one of these leaflets from Traffic Scotland. I'll see if we can get hold of some and we'll read it out in the show.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, if you're going walking in the Highlands as well, there's a warning going out saying a feature film is to be filmed at Glen Nevis.
Yes, there is. The roads are going to be closed in certain places. They're also building a set in one place, I think. So.
Yes.
But nobody knows what it is.
It's probably the life story of
George!
No, it won't be. I've got a rough idea what it's going to be.
Right, yeah, recent other films that are shot include Transformers, The Last Night, the BFG, both have shots from the Isle of Skye, as well as other areas in the Highlands, and King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. That was filmed up here as well. So
was James Bond.
Yes, it was, yeah. It does say that there will be road closures and access to paths and cycle routes, Drat, would remain open. With a minibus service to shuttle walkers and cyclists between the road closure points. This is more or less around the Glen Nevis area. Is that near here?
Very near, yes. Not far off.
Oh, well, that'll be fun then, won't it? Yeah. I'm assuming they will have a diversion.
Yes.
They normally do, don't they? Yes. Well, that's jolly good then. You'd be rather stuffed, really, otherwise, wouldn't you? Yes. Todd and Pickles, you have one before we...
Right, okay, fish. Hey, fish. Well, your lovely things like cod, haddock, salmon, prawns and tuna are now going back onto the unsustainable list very shortly. It wants consumers to wean themselves off the big five staple fish in favour of more sustainable, if lesser known, choices. Now, the lesser choices are such things as dab, hake, herring and mackerel. Now, I've had dab, and it's nice. Hake used to eat quite a lot, especially on the East Coast. Herring, it's alright, but I'm not a lover of it. Mackerel, now I love mackerel, providing it's done over an open flame and cooked in newspaper. And then it is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
But, apparently, it's, in the Good Fish Guide, which came out last week, it's detailing which are the best fishes to eat in terms of sustainability. And for the best time, it is actually suggesting a post-Brexit UK top 10, including species of fish that are not household names. The organisation says as the UK prepares to leave the EU and try to secure a bigger share of the fish market, now could be a time to consider new options. And the thing that worries me about this is, now I'm sort of from the generation that can remember the cod wars, especially living in Oldswell at the same time. And nothing actually moved on from there really, because you've still got a certain country's fishing fleet comes over here and takes anything that they can grab, no matter what it is, and it all goes back to their country, and even if they can't use it, they just kill it anyway, just thing over the side.
Do you mean like, for example, the women?
Well, no. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
And
can I bring my mother up here?
No, this was mainly on the East Coast of England.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But then fishing laws came in and quotas came in for the English fishermen, or for the European fishermen, shall we say, which was a joke. But for the English fishermen, it was held to very stringently. So we had to change the size of the nets from a larger square to a smaller square, so that smaller fish were allowed to go back into the sea and propagate. We could also only collect so many of the fish. So when you counted them into the ship, if you had over that, you had to put them back again, which to me is a logical, good idea, no problems. But this other country decided it would come over here and take all the small fish and anything else you could catch, making it very unsustainable. Now that is still going on today. Nobody's stopping that. And it'll still go on tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after, until somebody stops it. Now, we used to have the Royal Navy. I used to go around stopping these here fleets coming in and taking everything they could catch. We can't do that today. Even the ship that actually protects England, well, the United Kingdom, which its sole job was literally just to sail around all the coast of the UK, has now been scrapped, and there's no more ship to take its place. And I can't see them using an aircraft carrier to do that job.
No.
So therefore, technically, we're unprotected now, as is the fisheries. So, yeah, bang goes your cod and chips.
There'll be nothing left, will there?
I know.
We'll just all be sat here waving the EU flag. Well, bad luck if you live in Wales and you're going to pop off. They're running out of space.
Oh dear.
Yes, a number of cemeteries have run out of so many plots that some have said, no, we're going to have to close now because we haven't got enough spaces for you all. There'll be a waiting list next, won't there?
I seem to think this has happened in the UK as well, in England.
Yeah, but some areas have actually done the same thing as well. Is that people can no longer take for granted that they were going to be buried in their local community.
That's true. Yeah.
So I assume what they mean by that then is they're going to ship them out. So if you live in Wales, this is one that they're talking about, you could end up being buried in somewhere like Australia.
Yeah. I've got a solution to this.
Don't die.
No.
Oh, okay.
You still die, it'll pop off.
Yeah.
Right, every cemetery digs an hole.
Yes.
Right, so it's got one grave at the end, or wherever. The day of the funeral, in goes the coffin into the chapel, church, whatever it may be, out it comes, pops down to the grave and dropped into the hole. Now, they will never fill the hole while you are stood there.
No, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So when everybody's vanished, take the box back out of the hole and whisk it somewhere else where they can bury it. Who's going to know?
Well, unless you go along with a shovel one night and dig it up yourself just to check they're still there. No, you're not going to know. Well, where would they put them then?
Well, they could go anywhere then, like you said. They could go down to Australia.
Well, they could do, yeah.
Somewhere like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, doesn't it?
Yeah, no.
But the only way I could see a problem with this is when people put on headstones.
Yes. Oh,
Because it'd be rather interesting. I'm going to go see my Uncle Tom, and you get there, and it's somebody called Smythe or something or other.
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah. You know, and I think then you would realise that something's not quite right here.
Well, you would, but how would you know that it's not the body down there and it's somebody else?
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't know.
Oh, you wouldn't know. No, you wouldn't.
So you could just dig a hole, drop the body in, put a stipulation on, say, well, you're not allowed gravestones on these bodies, but what you can do is put a plaque down the side of the road, which is what a lot of grave places do now, and they don't allow gravestones. And you just get a little plaque that goes into the side of the pathway going down to it. So I suppose you could do that. Otherwise, that'd be the only thing that I could think where they would have to be caught out. Other than that, just dig a hole, drop the coffin in. When everybody's gone off, take the coffin back out again, go bury it somewhere else. You got the next hole for the next person.
You certainly have, yeah.
Job sorted. See, that's why I should be running this country.
Or they could...
George!
Or they could put you in the oven and say, right, ovens are mandatory.
Oh, yeah, why not?
You all have to be smoked out now because we've run out of space.
Yeah.
That would be another
I'll be
one.
kippered.
Why can't they just throw you in the sea?
Well, you can, if you get permission.
Well, yeah,
But you've got to go mile out.
Well, that's not a problem. I'm a good swimmer.
It's also got to be in a correctly wrapped way because you're not allowed coffins into the sea. You've got to do it in a biodegradable wrapping, which is mainly what we used to make sails out of. And then it's got to be weighted down so it can't be washed up. There's a lot of things going. In fact, it was once said that it costs 5 times the amount of money to be buried at sea than it does inland, and it can only be done by the authorities type of thing. You know, the coast guards.
Well, yes, they could, but really, couldn't you? In effect, what I would say, do a Ralph and do it yourself.
You
and
could
just
do, yeah. Many people do, but they tend to get caught.
Well, what about doing it late at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do it discreetly. I mean, don't put your lights on or anything daft like that.
You can be buried in your back garden.
I know, there's a few buried in ours, aren't there?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Well, you can be buried in your back garden, but what you have to do is get a licence to do it. When you bury somebody in your back garden, so say, well, a loved one sort of thing, you think, oh, fine, I'll bring them over and I'll put them into the garden and bury them down there. You have to sign an agreement that you will not sell that house for, I think it's 50 years or something like that.
What happens if you pop off before that?
Like your relatives, if you're elderly, then your relatives have to agree that they will take the house on and they won't sell it.
What happens if it has to be sold to go into a care home?
Tough. If you've got complications with it, otherwise you can't have
it. You can't be... Well, yeah, but if you get buried in the garden, you say, right, you have to be here for 50 years, you're not going to know at that time that you're going to have to go into a care home, are you?
Well, technically, a lot of people are, yes, because a lot of people are financially well off to know that it won't affect whatever happens.
Yeah.
So they will get a licence, no problem. Anybody else who gets a licence has to have backing from different individuals.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah. Oh, good laugh, isn't it? Right, okay then. We are back tomorrow at 9 o'clock, so have a great day. And what would you like to play out with on Desk 3 at What Pickles?
Well, I thought we'd finish with a little bit of 10cc and Dreadlock Holiday. So till tomorrow, have a great day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, little plenty of scope. Bye-bye.
The Croft UK Radio and the North Highlands and Islands Radio Morning Show. Brought to you by Rebecca Pickles and Graham Pickles. For more information on our radio shows and productions, please visit our website, croftukradio.co.uk, or you can email us at production@croftukradio.co.uk.